If you got field people out there that can't ask like 4 questions that I could hit you with now on your product about AI and how it's built, if they can't answer that quickly, then you clearly have to do a better job of educating your people. Like if it's on their websites going, we're going to reduce your staff by this, we're going to reduce people like this, we're going to get your costs down, but at what cost to them to actually make that happen?
How can we make sure that AI is just not a proverbial box, but something that is actually bringing value to our customers, tied to our North Star, and is assisting in our operations?
I think the best way to look at it from the dealer perspective is to raise your literacy right across your organization. I think that for years it's always been the reliance on the vendor to tell us what to do and how to do it. I think it's important for the dealers to educate their people, because the productivity they're going to get back is the amount of time that when you really get talking to everyone in their day, how much time is wasted on things that could be automated.
Welcome to the Shift into Profit podcast, where leaders come to evolve, teams come to improve, and dealerships come to grow. Every episode delivers the insights you need to transform your people and maximize your performance. Let's shift your store into a new level of profit.
Hey, what is going on, Automotive Nation? It is Jason Harris here, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Shift into Profit, where I get to talk to, well, anybody and everybody I want to talk to, what it takes to actually shift our business into a more profitable state. Today, I have the one, the only, the oh-so-famous, he paid me to say this. No, I'm just kidding. The smartest man I know, Brent Wees with me. Brent, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, nice to see you again. There you go. Doing the right thing. Thank you. That was very kind of you to say.
Was that
I'm smart? It's far from it, but
it's far from it. How long have we known each other? It's got to be a couple decades now.
A couple of decades for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy. You know, there's only a few people I know that know me when I actually had hair.
That's true. That's true.
I think when we first met, I had hair.
Yeah.
Well, I did have some. And no kids.
Still got a bit of on your face.
Well, hey, thanks for taking the time to jam with me.
Absolutely.
For everybody out there, like, what is this? Is this a podcast? These are just guys talking. But hey, we are here in San Francisco. We are at the C.O.R.A event. That's C.O.R.A, C.O.R.A, for the Council of Responsible AI.
Yes.
It's actually good. I'm glad. Like, Derek White's great about doing this stuff, putting this thing together.
For sure. It's a great premise. I think we've seen different iterations of this over the years in different places, different groups of people getting together to try to build standards and governance for things that are emerging. And I think it's important. I'm curious to see how it evolves, right? Because this is kind of an out of the gate event for some of the people that Derek reached out to, that were interested in being here. I'm really interested in some of the people that maybe aren't the most visible in the space that are here, like Kathy from Ander.
little behind the scenes here.
Kathy
like
from Ander.
The room is really good.
One of the gentlemen from last night, who's here with blockchain security, like he couldn't stay today. He's like, I got to be in Washington on Tuesday for stuff. Like it's so from security and governance, there's some really interesting people here who aren't maybe as visible in the channels and the circles we run around in. And they've got some really interesting takes on how to approach this stuff. So.
Well, and I'm glad to see more involvement in this, because one of my biggest concerns is what we saw in marketing happen over the 2 decades we've known each other, where it just turned into a proverbial box.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen with AI. You know, I don't want our industry to just check it as another proverbial box and just get something done like, all right, got my Facebook, got my Google, none of that stuff, right?
Sure.
So I'd love to kind of get your take for everybody out there watching and listening right now. How can we make sure that AI is just not a proverbial box, but something that is actually bringing value to our customers, tied to our North Star, and is assisting in our operations?
Best way to put it out there is, now that I've been training and teaching for the last year, I think the best way to look at it from the dealer perspective is to raise your literacy right across your organization.
That's a good point.
I think that for years it's always been the reliance on the vendor to tell us what to do and how to do it. AI's been around for decades and decades and decades, and now it's in a place where it's accessible enough. The learning curve for it is fast enough that it provides this really unique opportunity, not just for the vendors to how to develop and grow what they're building and how to make smarter things for the dealerships, but the teams inside the stores are actually seeing that they can use public-facing tools and build some things that are going to be of benefit to themselves. And it's that side of things where the more their literacy expands, the more they actually see that it's not necessarily a people replacer off the hop. Most of the dealerships I talk to are just like, I need people. Like I don't need to lose someone right now, because they're kind of at,
And-
they can be at that critical mass of like, if one person goes next week, we're already stretched, right? And
that house of cards could come tumbling
So the
down.
turnover story,
Yes.
the turnover story is definitely something that is something that dealers have to deal with. But
I'm still amazed, though, even though you say that,
Yeah.
how many vendors out there, and literally it'll be on their website or in their brochure about replacing the people.
I think it's a bit of a fallacy.
I agree.
I think definitely over time, will you see things shrink? Probably.
Well,
Right?
and I think it
But
shrinks from the perspective of efficiency.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
And again, too, it's the tropes of promising something that they may or may not know how to actually make that happen.
That's true.
Right? Like if it's on their websites going, we're going to reduce your staff by this, we're going to reduce people like this, we're going to get your costs down, but at what cost to them to actually make that happen, right?
good
It's
point.
going to cost for the technology. Like the thing about this technology is the whole pricing model is changing, right? We're seeing it with like the tokens, and Claude's changed it. Like Claude got
Yes.
everyone hooked on the crack, and then they changed their pricing model. So it's going to affect how vendors do things as well, because a lot of these guys, like, and no harm, no foul, but they're not building proprietary AI. And if they are, they have a whole data center that they have to run and support with energy costs and hydro costs and all the other stuff.
It's monstrous. The expense is huge.
The whole industry, I think, is in its infancy. Like I think, but back to the dealers, I think it's important for the dealers to educate their people, because the productivity they're going to get back is the amount of time that when you really get talking to everyone in their day, how much time is wasted on things that could be automated.
There we go.
And then that allows their subject matter expertise. Like if they can release that to automation that an AI can build for them, then all of a sudden they've got more time to lean into the things that their subject matter expertise actually benefits the store.
Yes.
And so that's one of it. And then the other facet of it too is, like, to your point about, like, on every vendor's website, there's this, we're going to do this, our AI is going to do this, our AI is not going to do that. If I start asking the hard questions of a lot of these vendors, a lot of the people in the field that are selling it don't have the answers.
No, that's actually true.
And it's not to shit on vendors, but like, if you're like I said, I made this post the other day. It's just, if you're going to say something to an audience, someone in the audience asks you a real question, and you hand wave an answer because you don't really want to dig into it. No, we don't train on your data, but we're showing you something that clear. Like I wrote something because they were showing something that clearly had to train on the store's data.
Yes.
No harm, no foul. If your data people in that company can go, here's the security and the guardrails we put all around that. If we do that, then that's great. But if you're going, well, ours is different, we'll take this offline. No, if you don't want to show your ass, then don't say stupid stuff.
I agree.
Right? So
And I do, I'm glad that you said that, because I do think that there's a fair end. But going back to your point, it's literacy. It's the education of it. Like we need to educate ourselves. And I think one of the biggest opportunities right now, you brushed on it, is efficiency and productivity, but from the perspective of
even the vendor
not knowing-
staff, like the staffs of all these teams, like it's the
100%.
same for them. Like if you got field people out there that can't ask like 4 questions that I could hit you with now on your product about AI and how it's built, if they can't answer that quickly, then you clearly have to do a better job of educating your own people.
Well,
on that side.
I'd love to get your perspective on this, because I see the biggest opportunity, I think, for dealers and for everyone out there watching and listening right now is, we always talk about what we have achieved. And I think we've actually struggled as an industry to understand what could we have achieved, right? Like where's the gap between what we were able to do and what was actually potential? And I think that has been kind of a mystery.
Sure.
And I think now we're going to actually be able to see that more with usage of a lot of AI, everything from marketing, from communications to data analysis to,
Absolutely.
we can actually see what, not just what we've got, but what we can actually achieve. For everybody out there watching and listening right now, and they're thinking of expanding their AI strategies into their dealership, what is one piece of advice you'd love to share with them?
Get your whole organization linear with their knowledge base.
Okay.
Don't let people learn in silos. Learn as a group, or learn as departments.
Okay, I like that.
I think there's still a lot of what I'm seeing in the people who are approaching me from training inside and outside the industry. They're coming in either department wide or whole organization, but they're learning as a group because
keeps everyone on the same page.
Keeps everyone on the same page.
Same North Star.
And also
same
allows
objectives.
them to find they're really literate, because every team's got someone who's going like, oh, I installed this, I built this, I did that.
Sure.
And that's fantastic. but they're doing it. They're outpacing other people, and maybe they're using other tools. Get everyone on the same platforms.
I like that.
Get everyone on the same. So like I'm working with a health logistics company. With some virtual stuff in there, they've got everyone on Cloud Enterprise. But that was the thing before they got into workshops with me. It was like everyone's got their account.
Yes.
Everyone's all set up because they found that I like using ChatGPT for this. I use Gemini.
Everyone's got something.
So anybody who's small or large company, just start to figure out that plan of getting everyone linear with their education.
Yes.
Because it's so fast to learn, and in reality too, like I write this every Saturday morning. Just stuff changes every week.
It does change every week. I like that. Getting everyone on board, same messaging, same kind of education plan. This really opens up for opportunities. Like you've heard me talk in many other podcasts about little things meetings. Like this is a great place to bring that and stress test against our education.
Yeah,
That's
just do
awesome.
that. Get everyone linear, and then regardless of what industry you're in and what organization, build a steering committee.
Yeah.
Build a steering committee that oversees the education where people are at.
I have seen this now actually start popping up more and more. So that's actually good. It's actually good to see. Hey, real quick, for everybody out there watching and listening right now who would love to connect with you, find out when the next hackathon is going on.
When is it? Yeah,
When is
probably. I don't know when the next hackathon is, but it probably comes soon. But the best way to get a hold of me, just look me up on LinkedIn, BrentWees. I'm on LinkedIn. And that's a fast track to get a hold of me if you need some training or some help. Or
Yes.
I put things out every week to try to throw some tools out there that are helpful, things that we may not know to use. And then Saturdays I use my AI to go scrape release notes on all the platforms, but I write about productivity, not about their deals or their government deals or things. It's just like sales, marketing, and C-suite. What's happened and what are things that are out there
That's awesome.
that can improve it.
Well, you guys need to connect with Brent Wees and also check out C.O.R.A because I really dig what they're doing. Thank you guys so much for your time. Hey, look, one of the biggest compliments you give us as content creators is share the show. If you got a manager or a colleague that needs to see some portion of today's conversation, it means a lot when you share the show.
Smash that share button.
You know what? They won't do it, but I'll get them to share it.
Yeah, there you go.
I can tell them I can hit them, subscribe or uppercut the like button. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Brent, man, thank you so much, dude.
Thanks, man.
This has been awesome. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to Shift into Profit, the podcast where we break down the people, processes, and technology that turn dealerships into profit machines. If today's conversation helped you, share the show and help another operator win. And we'll see you in the next episode.